To Ma'am Balan, ma'am. To our research advisor, Dr. Rosario Yohamia, ma'am. A pleasant morning, panelists. Our research title is Academic Procrastination and Achievement Level of Senior High School Students During Shifting Classes. Introduction. We chose this study because it is timely and relevant to us senior high school students under all tracks. This study aimed to know the significant relationship between academic procrastination and achievement level, particularly its effects to students' academic performance during shifting classes. We aim to come up with ways and solutions to help students stop bad procrastination habits based on the reasons that drives us to do so.
This study was conducted in Mulata National High School together with the selected senior high school students from grade 11 Virgo and grade 12 level.
We want to help our fellow students to be aware how academic procrastination can affect their achievement level, and for the people around them like their parents, teachers, and as well as the principal can gain awareness to help students stop and overcome academic procrastination. This research will give students ways and solutions to help them stop and overcome academic procrastination, leading them to more success during shifting classes. The research questions will be discussed by Ms. Francisco.
So our study generally aimed to determine the relationship between academic procrastination and achievement level of the selected senior high school students in Colana National High School for school year 2022 to 2023 during shifting classes. Specifically, it sought to answer the following questions. Number 1, to know the extent of academic procrastination among the respondents during shifting classes. 2, to know the achievement level of the respondents during shifting classes. 3, this research ought to determine the relationship between academic procrastination and achievement level of the respondents during shifting classes. And 4, to know the reasons why the students procrastinate academically. And number 5, after this intervention, an intervention can be studied based on the basis of findings. The significance of the study will be discussed by Mr. Lorenzo.
Next topic is the significant study. So now we have 5 significant studies. So first, the principal, teacher, parents, student, and the teachers. So first is the result of this study will be beneficial to the principal in gaining awareness of the different factors that influence the academic procrastination of senior high school students in shifting classes. So second is the teacher. So the outcomes and finding of the outcomes of the study will help the teacher be able to check and grade the student to check the output and answer sheet, tasks, and project if the students are able to complete their work on the time or before due date. The third is the parent. The outcomes of this study will help the parent to better gain awareness of their children's academic procrastination and how it can affect their shifting classes. So, fourth is the student. So, the result of this study will help the student to avoid procrastination of their study of procrastination and project will be passed. So, the future researcher, this research will be provide and references an idea to the researcher who are the similar study. Additionally, it served as their basis conducting research about the academic procrastination of senior high school students in shifting classes. So, the scope and the limitation will be discussed by Ms. Guzman.
Scope and the limitation. This research focuses on academic procrastination and achievement levels of senior high school students during shifting classes in Punjab National High School. This study was delimited to academic procrastination and achievement levels. This study was also delimited to the selected students in Punjab National High School from grade 11 Virgo and grade 12 Tesla who were officially enrolled during the first semester of the school year 2022-2023. And here is Mr. Bakil for discuss for the methodology.
Methodology. Descriptive correlation method. Our research study uses the descriptive method in describing the independent and dependent variables. The academic procrastination and achievement level. On the other hand, we use the correlation method to determine the relationship between the academic procrastination and the achievement level of the respondents during shifting classes. Population. So this study has a total of 122 selected respondents, 57 from the grade 11 Virgo and 65 from the grade 12 Tesla. Data gathering instrument. So we utilize the standardized survey questionnaires developed by McCloskey 2011, the academic procrastination scales or ups to assess the respondents. Academic procrastination, on the other hand, academic achievement level was determined with the use of the respondents' general average of the first semester. Data gathering. So we gather data by distributing the survey questionnaires to the respondents. Frequency and analyzing the gathered data. So we use weighted mean in getting the average of the average or overall mean of the extent of the academic procrastination of the respondents during shifting classes. On the other hand, we use the average of the respondents and the average we use the frequency and percentage to determine the frequency and percentage of the general average of the respondents. And Pearson product moment correlation coefficient to determine the relationship of the academic procrastination and achievement level of the respondents.
Results and discussion. Illustrated in Table 2 are the extent of academic procrastination scale of the respondents or acts. With a mean score of 3.07, which interprets to neutral, this implies that the academic procrastination of the respondents during shifting classes were neutral. This implies that the respondents often procrastinate and on the other hand, they do not, which mainly depends on their circumstances and how they handle their self-regulation. This was because the respondents were sometimes preoccupied or distracted, they do not know how to start or do, they lack time management skills, and they do not want to feel stressed. The result was considered with Grant 2015, which pointed out that academic procrastination can be considered a failure in self-regulation. Table 2, problem 2 will be discussed by Ms. Francis.
Illustrated in Table 3 are the general averages of the respondents for the first semester. As shown in this table, 52 out of 122% or 42.62% had an average grade of 80 to 84%, followed by 33 or 27.04% who had reached an average grade of 85 to 89, while 23 or 18.87% had reached an average of 75 to 79. On the other hand, 13 or 10.66% obtained an average grade of 90 to 100%, and only 1 or 81% of the respondents had an average grade of below 75. This implies that majority of the respondents had at least satisfactory level of achievement. This was because most of the students had less number of absences imposed in terms of their attendance, since they only have limited numbers of meetings in a week. Moreover, the students have more time to do their academic requirements and at home and study their lessons as well. Furthermore, shifting classes leads to respondents to procrastinate less. The table 4 or the problem 3 will be discussed by Ms. Ramon.
Illustrated in Table 4 are the computed correlation of between the academic procrastination and achievement level of the respondent during shifting classes. The computed Pearson correlation is negative 0.073, which translates to very weak relationship. This means that there is no significant relationship between academic procrastination and achievement level of the respondents in shifting classes. This means that the achievement level of the respondent is not significantly influenced by how they procrastinate academically. The table 5 will be discussed by Ms. De Guzman and Mr. Bakit.
Table 5 shows the reason and explanation of the respondent. What about the reason why they procrastinate? Which are due to lack of motivation, distraction, long due date, poor time management, and don't know how to do or to start, and lastly, they do not want to be stressed. The first column shows the past column shows why they procrastinate. And the second column shows the explanation why the schools that particular reason. To summarize the answer of the respondent, we selected 3 respondents for each reason. According to respondent 38, they chose the lack of motivation. We chose the lack of motivation because when not
Since si
motivated or
others po they are
enthusiastic,
non-open and
they need late their work.
mabait ang teacher. Ay, okay na kasi.
Respondent 9
Mira kita si Chen naman na others yan, ano yan,
for the reason why
kay si
we
Chen,
choose that
teacher focus policy.
he attempted to check my social media or watch TV or engage with other leisure activity instead of doing the task at hand.
Low marks na
Respondent
engage kasi. Wala lang. Once a week, kabar mo.
Respondent 27 chose
Ano kung gusto
Respondent 27 chose don't know how to do or to start when
Due date, and the reason 4 is the poor time management, and reason 5 is they don't know how to do or start, and reason 6 is the don't want to feel stress. So based on the data in the figure 2, which we arranged from the highest to lowest, shows that out of 122 respondents who participated in this study. So 46 or 38% of the respondents answered reason 2, which is the distraction. And 29 or 24% of the respondents answered reason 3, which is the long due date. And 18 or 15 of the respondents answered of the reason 4, which is the poor time management. And 14 or 11% of the respondents answered reason 1, which is the lack of motivation. And 11 or 9% of the respondents answered reason number 5, which is don't know how to do or start. And the 3 and 4 or 3% of the respondents answered the reason 6, which is the don't want to feel stress. So the intervention will be discussed recently.
We came up with an intervention entitled Self-Regulation, Improving Time Management Skills and Study Habits. This intervention promotes the improvement of time management skills and study habits of the respondents and aims to distribute brochure that contains step and idea on how to improve time management skills and study habits of the respondents during shifting classes.
Conclusions. Number 1 is the extent of academic procrastination of the respondent is neutral. Number 2, majority of the respondent have at least satisfactory level of achievement during shifting classes. Number 3, there is no significant relationship between academic procrastination and achievement level of the respondent during shifting classes. Number 4, majority of the respondents procrastinate because of distractions. The recommendations will be discussed by Ms. Francisco.
Based on the findings, our research came up with recommendations. First, principals should consider implementing programs or interventions that can minimize or even prevent academic procrastination during shifting of classes. Second, it may be recommended for teachers to provide appropriate encouragement and rewards to students a good academic performance in order to motivate them to continue on doing well and potentially reduce academic procrastination. Third, parents should supervise their children on school matters as it can motivate them to engage more and achieve higher grades. Fourth, students should find ways on how to stop academic procrastinations, such as developing time management skills since it can help them to better do in class and achieve higher grades and peace of mind. And fifth, future researchers should further conduct research about this topic with larger sample size as it can help to improve the generalization, reliability, validity of the findings, ultimately leading to more robust and impactful